Hi everybody and welcome back to the third episode of An Idiot on Board Road to the Trans-European Trail. I'm the Idiot and today I'm back on board fixing Wibble. Yeah, so basically I've just realised how far behind I'm actually getting. So today is the 7th of August, my MOT is on the 13th and I've just been writing myself a little list. So I've got the headlight bracket to do, I've got the clock bracket to do. I need to put the heat shield back on, the sump back on. That sump guard, actually, I bust that when I was at ABR last year and I've still not fixed it. I'll show you that, what I did in a minute. So I can tell you it works though, it really works. Sat nav mount, found charger, tyre pressures, indicator mounts, but we're nearly there. So all the main servicing of the bike's done. So the new clutch is in, got the oil in, service the front, service the rear brakes, redone my air filter because don't know if you've seen it, but I've got a custom air filter which I made. Yeah, so she's getting there, and hopefully all being well. A little bit of tinkering tonight, a little bit more not tomorrow because I'm working. A little bit on Tuesday, then I'm at work Wednesday, Thursday, and then I've literally got Friday, and that's it. So I'm starting to feel the pressure a bit now. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to ride her and actually see if she runs properly. Oh yeah, and I've just realised I need to replace that gear cable as well. So if you remember in the last episode, I did update it, took all the free play out and that, but the cable was right at the end of its play, or its adjustability, sorry. And when I put it in gear and with the clutch in, so the bike in neutral, put it in gear, the wheel started spinning, which means that the clutch is dragging even with that clutch all the way in, which ain't great. So I have got a new cable. I did want it as a spare, but never mind, I'm going to have to replace that as well. So that's another thing I need to add to the list. But yeah, so keep staying and see what happens. Just when you put these screws back in on the side plates, do watch them because they're a bit of a pain. They do go in at a bit of an odd angle, and if you don't get them in right, you do end up cross-threading them or stripping them, like that one there, but it's not going in quite right. You've got to get them lined up because they are quite irritating. Okie doke, so the next thing I've had to sort out is obviously my clock bracket. So I've done some templates and I had a right good fiddle with this just to try and find something that looked like it'd work and something that would be neat and tidy. So what I've done is I've made myself some good old CAD cardboard aided design templates, and hopefully this will work. So I've got a big sheet of sheet steel, you know, and what I'm going to do is I'll draw around that and then cut it all out and see if it works. But if it does, I'll be quite happy to, because I know there's a few of you asking, so if it works, I'll be quite happy to share all the sort of sizes and dimensions and that, and just tell you how I did it. And if it works well, you know, you can make it for yourself. But that's my clock mount there, and then I've got a little arm. So all being well, the idea being that the clock mounts, so that'd be like that. The clocks will mount in the middle, and then this little arm here will go on the side like that, or that way around, I think it was. Something like that anyway. And then that will go down and that will mount into the where the two bolts go for the top yoke mounting of the top fork. So something like that. And hopefully it'll be nice and neat and it'll look good and it'll work well with the bike. So yeah, we'll see. See what happens. So the other day I managed to get me, I need to stop doing this with my hands, I don't know why I do it all the time. I managed to get my clock mounts finished and got them mounted onto the bike, so I'll show them now. Forgive me, they ain't pretty, but they work. Here we are then. So mounted them into the top fork brackets, got the clocks all mounted up, cut out my hole there for the cable for the clocks. I did get a little bit close to this edge, so it gets a little bit bendy, but once everything was in, it was fine really. But yeah, so actually I'm quite impressed with myself, to be honest. I think they look the part, and to be honest, there's still, there's a bit of room down here, so I can put me little USB connector and what have you down there. But yeah, so what I need to do now though is I need to get on. So these bits here, they're a little bit sharp still. So what I was going to do is get some of that, screen trim stuff and just put some screen trim on it. But I ain't got enough time now. I mean, I'm now on the 10th of August. 10th of August. My MOT is on the 13th, so I've got 3 days. I'm at work again tomorrow, so it's a late night. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but it's dark out there now, so I am burning the midnight oil, so to speak. But yeah, so got 3 days left. 3 days, and I've still got tons to do. So for now, gaffer tape. Gaffer tape will solve that, I reckon. Definitely a bit of gaffer tape. So the other thing I noticed as well, because I'm an utter plonker, went to take the headlight off last night so I could do the brackets and just shave them down a bit so they fit properly. Then thought, why won't the headlight move? I couldn't get it off the bike. And then I realised, like the Class A plonker I am, there's the cable for it, and where does it go? Oh, so when I move the ignition and put the ignition back in, I've trapped it up there and I can't get it out. What a muppet. Quick update and then I'm off to bed. I now have a working headlight. Hey! Got it all mounted up. So finished off the brackets. So finished off my bracket. I had to shave them down so they fit the headlight properly. But got them all finished now. Headlights on there and working. I need to do something with all this just to protect it from a bit of water. Touch up these edges so that they're not sharp and won't rub on my cables. Cable tie everything out of the way. And then that, folks, is about that for the front end. Oh, I don't think she looks too bad. Ideally, maybe that could be a little bit higher, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll play with it like that for now. Leave it like that for now. See what happens, eh? But yeah, so that's me signing off on the 10th. I've got so much left to do. I mean, look at it. Oh, she's still in bits. Still in bits with wires everywhere. What am I like, eh? What am I like? Anyway, thank you so much for watching so far. Fingers crossed for me, please, folks. Fingers crossed. I've got to have this MOT'd on the 13th, back on the road, because on the 15th, I'm going on the TET, the Trans-European Trail, and I'm taking 3 other Himi riders, maybe 4 with me. And I'll record it all and put it out there, so it should be fun. Should be fun. But yeah, thanks ever so much. See you in the next one.